right, we're here with senior back Maddie Hosler now. Maddie, you're going to the Final Four. What's the celebration been like here over the last 24 hours, and when did you all start to lock in on Maryland?
Yeah, it's an exciting time. I think this morning I finally realized that there's only three other teams practicing right now. So that was when it really became surreal for me and just moving on going forward at Maryland.
We'll open it up to questions here for Maddie. Start with Damien from the News in Advance.
Hey, Maddie, the offense gets a lot of publicity for the amount of goals that they put up on a consistent basis, but defensively, that group back there, Azul's giving up less than a goal per game. You guys are able to create a lot of turnovers and then turn it around to the offense. What can you say about how well the defense has played this year?
I am so proud to represent the defensive line today for Liberty. Me, Jody, Beth, Ash, Azul, we all worked really hard together, and personally, would love more recognition, but that's not what this group needs to keep going. We have a bond so tight, I think that it shows in every single game, and we just have such a level of trust for one another that we kind of shift all around in the defensive line. We prefer our defensive spots, but we're all shifting back there.
Next, let's go to Luke from the Liberty Champion.
And yeah, what you said, the back line does shift around a lot, typically with you and Bethany running up on the flanks. Is that something you want to keep against UMD, or are you guys going to stay back?
That's a good question. That's personally one of my favorite things to do. So I think that any action going forward is good. And Beth and I think both carry the speed to do so. But Maryland has some speedy players as well. So I don't think we're going to play conservative, but there are times and moments where you have to pick and choose where to go forward and when to transfer again.
Let's go to Leah from ESPN.
Maddie, you get some physical play there when you play Big Ten schools, a little bit different than the ACC. They're on you guys a little bit more. If you would, just kind of elaborate on how you've got to kind of contain yourself in a different way, because they can get you out of your game a little bit with their physical play. How did you guys do that?
Yeah, that was definitely evident in yesterday's game. Even the ref had to say something, which I think this group can handle well. It does get physical at practices, so we're a physical group as well. I like that personally. I think it's a good challenge for this team, and we're up for it, but we definitely know that the Big Ten has some physicality that the Big East isn't full of yet.
If I may follow up a little bit, what are you planning to go to school for, and what would you like to do when you graduate?
I am an accounting major. I actually already graduated. I graduated in 3 years. So right now, in my fourth year, I am in my MBA. And that's been a lot of papers. So on the road, it's not easy, but I find a way to get it done. There's a lot of other girls carrying heavy loads too, so we kind of lean in on each other. But I actually have a full-time position already secured back in Lancaster at a CPA firm. So hopefully in the next couple months I study for my CPA and get that license.
Excellent. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Let's go to John from Sea of Red.
Going back to the preseason and early part of the year, did you ever think that it would be a possibility you guys could get this far?
That's also a good question. We always talk about this, especially right now. I just knew for sure that I wanted to go out with a bang my senior season, and I know that the super seniors and seniors felt the same way. So we had a lot of expectations, but since we've never accomplished what we have this season, there was a lot of freedom in that, and I think that was clear in a lot of the games, and we knew what we could do with all the training we've done together as a group. So it just feels like a weight lifted off our shoulders now that we're finally here.
And back to Damien.
Maddie, bring up a point coach and Jill had made how you guys ended the spring season in the football meeting room, and then opened this season in the football meeting room with the open hands mindset of, trying to put the sadness of what happened in the spring behind you of not getting that large bid, and then just going out there and laying it all out on the line, and whatever happens, happens. Has that helped and led to the freedom to play the way you guys have played this year?
Yeah, for sure. Those two moments intertwined was really special to lean back on. And I think this group just wants to be respected in the NCAA, and I think we've proven that. But this group of girls is the most hardworking group I've ever been a part of. And I know that I can take this and carry it on into my life with, like, the real world, too.